So my daughter wanted a golden unicorn sweater. So that I did. And I will today show you how I crochet this one from start to finish. I will begin with the golden brim, then work my way all the way up the body and then do these sleeves to finish it up, and then of course this beautiful neck at the end. You can do this sweater only by following this tutorial, but if you prefer to follow a written pattern, I will leave a link for that below in the description. And also if you want other sizes than this one. This is a 4 to 6 year old in sizes. So yep, let's begin. First, a little about the materials for the yarn. I've used this. This is for the main part of the sweater from Hobby, and you can see all the info right here of it. You can see it's a lightweight 3, and we're supposed to use a 3.5 millimeter hook for this. And of course, I've used most of this yarn for the main part, and then I've used this one for the neck brim. And then I've used a golden color for the brim on the arms and on the bottom of the sweater. I didn't have any more of this golden color, so I couldn't show you right now, but I will clip in a photo of it right here so you can see it's this yarn I have used. I will of course write down in the description how much yarn you will need from each color. Other than the yarn, I've used a 3.5 millimeter hook and some scissors and a tapestry needle. So we begin with the golden yarn and begin with a slip knot. Then we chain 12, so yarn over, pull through 12 times. And that's it. Now we do a single crochet in each chain. Skip your first one and then single crochet in the next, and keep single crocheting all the way across. You should have 11 single crochet when you're done. And that's it. Then you chain 1 and turn. Then you skip your turning chain and do a back loop single crochet in the next. So insert the hook through the back loop of the stitch and single crochet. Then again through the back loop of the stitch, single crochet. Continue all the way across with 1 back loop single crochet in every stitch. And then you just repeat this row again and again. So work your way all the way to the end, do a chain and turn, and then work back loop single crochet all the way back and forth until you have 75 rows in total. And now you have all your rows, and we will begin working into the rows. So if you spread them a bit apart, you see this is a row and this is a row. This one in between is a row and this bump is a row. So you have 75 of these rows. Now you will pick up the new color yarn and begin crocheting with this. So change the color, and you do that by undoing the last stitch and then do it again. So insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, and then you take the new color and yarn over with this new color and pull through the last stitch, and then you switched color, and then you chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and this chain 3 counts as your first stitch, and then we will work 1 double crochet in each of these rows. So you have your first stitch right here, then we will work a double crochet into the next row right here. So just push in the hook in the row and do a double crochet. So now you have what counts as 2 double crochet. Then you find your next row and work a double crochet. And you'll just keep working double crochet with this color until you have 75 double crochet all the way across. And remember, this first chain 3 counts as the first double crochet. When you make it all the way across and you have 75 stitches, we will now turn. We chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then we turn. And then in the 4th stitch, so you skip your 3 turning chains, and then in the 4th stitch we will do a double crochet. And then another double crochet in the same stitch. So now these 3 chains counts as the first double crochet and then another 2 double crochet in the same stitch. Then we skip 2 stitches and do 3 double crochet in the third stitch. So yarn over, skip 2 stitches and do 3 double crochet in the next stitch. And then again, skip 2 and then 3 double crochet in the next. Repeat this all the way across. When we're all the way across, you should have 25 of these cluster of 3s. Now we only have 2 stitches left on the side right here, and we have our final cluster right here. We will finish with a double crochet in the top chain all the way out here. So just yarn over and do a double crochet in the top chain all the way on the edge. So you have a little gap right here. And then we chain 3 and turn. 1, 2, 3. And this is the row we are going to repeat again and again. This row we are about to do right now. So this chain 3 counts as the first double crochet in the first cluster of 3. So 1 double crochet right here and then do another 2 double crochet directly into this space. So just yarn over and do a double crochet into the space. Then another double crochet into the space. And that's your first cluster. Your next one will be in the next space, so you just continue with a double crochet in the next space. Then another 2 double crochet in the same space, so you have a cluster of 3 in each space. That's 2, and another one, 3. So you just continue all the way across with 3 double crochet in each space, and no chains in between. You finished your final double crochet right here. You will just continue with a double crochet directly into the next space, and then do 3 double crochet into this. When you make it all the way across over here, you do your 3 double crochet into the final space right here, and then you finish with a double crochet in the top chain right here. And then you just repeat this row. You chain 3, turn, and then you will have a gap right here, just like we did over here. So you will just repeat this row again and again until you have 38 rows, counting from this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 38 rows. Now we will do the neck part, or actually the shoulder part of the sweater. So we will now be working a little bit over here and a little bit over here as well. So we will do 2 rows only with this much. So we will turn as we usually do with a chain 3. And we turn the whole thing and then work our 2 double crochet into this gap. 1, 2, and then work just like we always do, but only for 7 clusters. And when I have 7 clusters, I will do the final double crochet in the next space. So 1 double crochet like this, and then I will chain 3 and turn, 2, 3, then turn, and then work another 2 double crochet into this gap, so I have a cluster of 3, and then work my way back. So I have 2 rows, and I will repeat the same thing over here. Of course, we will need to attach some yarn over here, and then we work 2 rows with a number of 7 clusters in total. So attach the yarn over here and work 2 rows, that is 7 clusters. When you're done with the 2 rows on the shoulders, you're actually done with the entire front of the sweater. Now you'll start the video over and repeat the same thing. So you have 2 of these. So you have a front and a back that's totally identical. So start the video over, make another one, and then we will begin the sleeves. So now we will do the sleeves, and we begin the sleeves exactly like we did on the main part of the sweater. We will do a brim in the golden yarn, and you will just start the video over and do exactly the same thing. You will make a brim where you work back and forth with back loop single crochet, but we chained up 12 on the main part of the sweater. For the sleeves, we will only chain 10. So chain 10, then work your way back and forth, just like the other brim, and then only for 45 rows. We did 75 on the other one. This one we will do 45 rows. So chain 10, work your way back and forth with back loop single crochet for 45 rows. Then switch to this multicolored yarn and then work a row of double crochet on top. So change the color of the yarn, then chain 3, exactly like the other brim. Chain 3, and this chain 3 counts as our first double crochet, and then we work 1 double crochet into each of these rows. So including this one, you should have 45 double crochet when you're all the way across, and you just push in the hook and then work a double crochet, and this is now 2 double crochet. Then you find your next row and double crochet into this, exactly like the other one. So work 45 double crochet. And when you have 45 rows, you will now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you will work your way back and forth with exactly the same pattern as you did on the other one. Just back and forth, but only for 19 rows, because when we make it to 19 rows, we will do a bit of increasing. So work your way back and forth with the granny stripes for 19 rows. If you need to start over the video, you will just do that. When you have 19 rows, we will now at the end of row 19 do an increase. So we finished with 3 double crochet in this little gap right here. We will now finish with an increase. So I will chain 1 and then I will do another double crochet into this same gap. So just do another double crochet. So we have a little extra gap up here, and you can see it increasing a little bit. And now we will turn to the next row. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we turn. And then in this little gap, we will now do another 2 double crochet. So this chain 3 counts as our first double crochet, and then we do another 2 double crochet into this. So we have a cluster of 3 double crochet in this same gap. So just 3 double crochet, and then we just move on as usual. Skip this cluster down here and do 3 double crochet in this next gap. 1, 2, 3, and then you see the increase. This is going straight up, and then it's going a little bit out up here. So from now on, we will not be doing straight up. We will now increase at the end of each row. So at the end of each row, you will now increase. When we make it all the way to the other end, it's not the same way we increased over here, because we had a gap over here. Here we will usually just do 1 double crochet in this final stitch out here. So the way we increase over here is that we double crochet in this final gap as we used to. And usually we will just chain 3 and turn by now, but we will do another 2 double crochet in this same stitch. So instead of just doing 1 double crochet, we will do 3 double crochet in this final stitch. So you see we are increasing over here as well, and then we chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then we turn, and then we just continue as it was before. So we will do 1 double crochet in this next stitch, and another 2 double crochet in this next stitch, and then continue. So you see we increased right here, and we have increased over here. Now you work your way all the way over here, and then you increase. You see, the same way as we did over here, by doing 3 double crochet in this final stitch, and then work your way back and forth with increases at the end of each row until you have 9 rows with increases. So you have a piece looking like this, and this is your sleeve. Now you repeat the sleeve part, so you will make another one just like the other, and you will have these two. After we finish the sleeves, we now have 4 parts in total. We have the front and the back and then 2 sleeves. Now we will sew them all together. So you put them down like I did here. And then you will make a seam right here on the top part on the shoulders. And then to attach the arms right here and here. So sew them together with your tapestry needle all the way around. And when they are sewn up, it looks like this. And you can now fold the sweater down, and then you will make another seam to close it up all the way. And you begin all the way out at the end of the sleeve right here at the cuff, and then you sew all the way in to the armpit and then all the way down the body, and then on the other side as well. The last thing we will do on this sweater is the neck part. So make sure the sweater is with the right side out, so you have all the sewings on the inside. Now we will begin doing the neck part. So you grab the color you chose for the neck. I chose this dusty pink color. And then you attach the yarn someplace up here where you want to begin crocheting the neck. And then I insert the hook and pick up a loop. And then I chain one. And then I crochet 1 single crochet all around just to get started on this neck. So I will simply do 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around the neck. When I'm all the way around with 1 single crochet in each stitch, I have this beautiful neck right here. Now I want to finish it off with 1 slip stitch in the first stitch I did. So the first stitch of the round right here, I will do 1 slip stitch. Just insert the hook, yarn, then pull through, pull through. That's it. So now I want to do a little brim up here, just like I did on the sleeves and on the bottom, just in this rosy color. So I will begin with a chain of 6. So just yarn over, pull through 6 times. That's 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then I work 1 single crochet in each stitch. Remember to skip the first one. So just 1 single crochet all the way to the bottom, and we chained 6, skipped 1, so you should have 5 single crochet when you're at the bottom. That's it. Now I want to do a slip stitch on the next stitch and a slip stitch on the second. So these two I will slip stitch. So just insert the hook right here and slip stitch. And the next one, a slip stitch as well. Then I turn the whole thing. Whoops. And then I pretend these 2 slip stitches doesn't exist. So I will skip the 2 slip stitches and move on to this one, and then I will work 5 back loop single crochet up along this brim. So skip the 2 slip stitches and do a back loop single crochet in this next stitch. So just insert the hook in the next and back loop single crochet, and then work 1 back loop single crochet in each stitch to the top. When you're at the top, you have 5 back loop single crochet, then you chain 1, then you turn, then you work 5 back loop single crochet the other way again. Remember, skip your first one, so skip your turning chain, and then do 5 back loop single crochet. And then you see this brim becoming. We are working back and forth. Then we want to pin it down on this neck, and we already worked in this one. So this one will be our next, and then this one after that. So a slip stitch in this one, and a slip stitch in the next. Then we turn, Then we skip these 2 slip stitches, move on to the third one and back loop single crochet. And this way we continue all the way around the neck. So just continue working back and forth with slip stitches on the neck down here to pin it on the bottom, and then back loop single crochet back and forth all the way around. When I'm done all the way around with this beautiful brim, I will now cut the yarn to finish it up. So you only have this open left to go. We will now cut the yarn and then pull this hook through the loop, and then we will sew up the rest. You can do it with your crochet hook and do a row of slip stitches on the wrong side of this. That's totally up to you, whatever you are most comfortable with. I'm doing it with my tapestry needle. I like my tapestry needle a lot. And then I will just sew it up. And then when you're done with that, you will now weave in the end on the inside of the sweater. And that's it. So now, finally, we will cut the yarn. When that's all secured, and then we have this beautiful sweater. We are completely done with it. So that's it. I hope you found this tutorial easy to follow. If you did, please press thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you again soon. Bye!